Hello everyone, welcome to Ketu, the south node of the moon in the third house of your chart. Good for you if Ketu is placed 3 away from your ascendant like this, including in the D9 chart. You can apply this video. Also, if you have a moon chart, Chandra Lagna, Ketu 3 away also has some application. If you have a Western tropical zodiac, it's fine to use it, but just make sure you have a sign for a house system, though it's much better to check out sidereal chart for this. If you're new to my channel, of course, don't forget to sub below. The video's good, of course. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Let's go. First thing, of course, what is the third house? The third house is ego development in the young child. This is where we develop sense of self, what we desire, and what we are definitely willing to fight for, because Mars is the natural karaka for the house. Siblings are found here, particularly younger siblings, also neighbors, cousins, all the people we can potentially develop conflict with. It's all about communication, primarily where we are putting forward our desire. As I say, argument, conflict, difficulties can be here, but also very, very skilled communication, technically skilled, like speaking, writing, presentations, all of these things. Or interaction with internet, social media, especially shown here, because this is the house where we have strong meeting potential with others. It's a very sexual house. It's a natural house of Gemini, known as Mithuna. Mithuna means coupling or sexual intercourse. Who is Ketu? Ketu is a south node of the moon, in the opposite sign to Rahu, who is the north node. Ketu is actually a headless being. He doesn't see anything material. He's totally spiritual. He represents keys, and he is the key to moksha, liberation. He's the only planet who will actually enable you to get free from this maya and illusion and to find the way out of this material prison house. But in addition to this, he is definitely a flag, a past life siddhi accomplishment wherever he is in your chart, which you need to understand deeply. He is also direct link to past life situation. Now, all of the planets represent past life karmas, but Ketu is like a wormhole in space. He's like a time warp. He directly takes you directly into your past life experience. Now, Ketu is very like Mangala. Like Mangala, he can lead an army. He's a very disciplined being when he is good in your chart, but completely lacking direction when he is afflicted. Ketu is angry, impatient, and extremely violent under affliction. And Ketu can give mathematical ability, technical ability with small machines like computers especially, and even astrological ability, because he is terribly intuitive. He doesn't see anything externally. All of his knowledge comes from within. However, when afflicted, he can be a very separatist tendency. As I say, he can lead to disruption and even mistakes. So what it's like when you have Ketu in the third house, everyone? Well, for one thing for sure, he's going to be agitated. He will get a lot of agitation, a lot of dust whipped up here. Why? Because Ketu, don't forget, is headless and he's in the third house, rushing around house. You know, this is a house of communication, ego. And Ketu doesn't have an ego. Think of it that way. He's headless. Aha. What's he going to do? He's going to create a stirring up situation in all of these factors. I will talk about it. But really, why is it happening? It's happening because of the past life situation. Check Ketu's sign. The sign of Ketu shows you the karmas you are bringing with you from that past life. Understanding that, you will see why you are constantly getting agitated. So check the video on my channel, Ketu Karmas All Signs. I will put that below for you as a link, and again at the end. See everyone, we're looking at a reverse nodal situation. Ketu's exaltation, natural house would be 9th house, just like Sagittarius. Very, very happy there. Higher philosophy, spirituality, guru. Get him out of this material world, take you with him. But he's in the house of sexuality, pleasure, argument. None of this makes him feel comfortable. You see, there is great frustration here. Ketu's getting frustrated, trying to get his message across. People are misunderstanding. You are making mistakes in your communication, written word, spoken word, maybe, and you just come over the wrong way. And people misunderstand your intent, frequently seen. Or you have great communication skill, writing skill, but somehow it doesn't give you results you expected it to. All sorts of difficulties come. You can have speech impediment, stuttering. You can have language problems. You can have an accent that you hate, that you can't get rid of. All sorts of obstacles come into this headless Ketu, gone into the house of communication. Now, the third house is siblings, particularly, of course, younger siblings. But all siblings is definite karma here. The thing is, siblings are not your siblings' past life coming back. I've actually seen people say that. Not at all. They are people who are extremely close to you with unfinished karma. One sibling, particularly, the karma is quite involved, even heavy sometimes. But it's an axis and it's connected to the biological father relationship. It can get complicated. One thing for sure, you become detached, you become removed. There's a barrier or there is some separation between you and your siblings. Of course, Ketu is lost, so there can be definite loss connection to sibling situation. But if you have no siblings, it can be cousins, because this is house of cousins, first cousins particularly. The other thing though, if you have no siblings, no cousin drama, believe me, what you are likely to see sometime is later in life, hidden sibling could appear, because Ketu is things which are hidden. Sibling that you didn't know you have could actually come into your life. But the thing to remember is this is a house of meeting people, getting out there, meeting, being on the social treadmill, or just connecting to your neighbors over the fence. By the way, neighborhood karma can be heavy. I should have mentioned, with the neighbors, there can be distancing. There can be lack of connection, like you are living near to people no matter where you go to live, but you have nothing in common with them. Or there is some disruption between you that can be seen. You see, Ketu is about local society. Ketu is about near, whereas Rahu is about afar. So Ketu distances you from social connections near to you. This can be, as I say, neighborhood factors, but it can also be social life generally. Now, the whole chart has to be seen, but you definitely get a bit detached when you are connecting socially. You like who you like, and everybody else, well, you just can't connect. You like to be alone. You like to study alone, time alone, even wander around alone. Ketu is about wandering, sadhu. So this Ketu in this movable third house, you love to just get out and about and just wander, even aimlessly, exploring places, that sort of thing. But despite being a little bit isolated sometimes, one on your own, your whole focus, you see, is this life on this ninth house. Religion, philosophy, higher learning, foreign cultures, all of this pulls you again and again. You can have extremist religious philosophical views from this, and please don't forget, Ketu can be very agitated communicating what they believe in. Here's the thing, calm down about everything. Rahu here can give false guru, false belief system where you just feel let down, because in the end, Ketu takes you back within. Whatever you learn, whatever education you get, you have to digest it privately. You are here to be extremely courageous, independent, even a little bit aloof from society sometimes, because inner strength given by this position is tremendous. So frequently in life, you have to turn back into this inner wisdom, inner strength, inner sense of certainty, intuition extremely strong. Don't be afraid to go against the crowd. Don't be afraid to actually do it your way. That's what this axis is actually all about. Check out the Ketu karmas in all the signs up on your screen right now. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Goodbye for now, and God bless you all.